Hey guys, it's the director. Remember to sub and like. Oh my god, it's Joey Bosa!
What's up, guys? It's the director. Okay, so we got another speculation video to do today, and I know we already kind of covered this a couple weeks ago. It might have blown up in my face, but I feel like it's almost a positive, for sure thing that we're gonna see tomorrow or on Friday for Ultimate Team. And I need you guys to be prepared. I need you guys to fire up those brain cells and come up with the plan, because it could be pretty huge. What am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about MUT Heroes. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks since we've seen a good promo in Ultimate Kickoff, so we're well more than overdue for something, and MUT Heroes is absolutely the promo I think is coming. Now, why do I think this? Let's go on over to Twitter. On MUT Leaks, they just released a tweet this morning saying that MUT Heroes, there are game assets tied to them right now that they've uncovered. You got these different tiers like we saw last season. Tier 1, which were the 80 overalls. Tier 2, which were the 85s. And Tier 3, which were the Masters, the 91s. So what can this mean? Well, this weekend, we could see 91s and a lot of different 91s enter the game. What sort of consequences, both good and bad, does that carry with it? Well, for one, you're going to be able to get yourself some good 91s for fairly cheap. The thing to keep cautious of, the thing to maybe keep an eye on, I don't know. I'm not the guy saying go sell your team because prices are about to go down. The crash is coming. Do it. But I'm thinking for sure if 91s all of a sudden become a norm in a lot of different people's teams, the prices of a lot of different cards kind of have to come down with that. Does that make sense? So am I saying sell the team? I don't know, man. That's kind of up to you to decide. But all I know is this time last season, a lot of different guys would love to have had a heads up about MUT Heroes because the prices, the market really did crash like 50+%. All right, I was one of the victims of that, so I am forwarding that information to you. Do with it as you will. Do it, sell it. So what was MUT Heroes like last season for those of you who are new or don't even remember? Let's go back over here. I think, yeah, we got to load it up right here on MUT Head. So this released last season on October 6th, and it was a pretty big promo that caught a lot of people off guard. It was a huge surprise to a lot of folks, okay? Because we all of a sudden saw a ton of different 91s that held very specific, like, specialty attributes, okay? A couple of the big ones that we saw last season was, let's say, like a Patrick Peterson. You know, man coverage wasn't great last year, but it is now. So what if we see a Pat Pete with really good man coverage? Let's say he gets 95 man. You could easily take that to 99 with like tier 6 lockdown and a Coach Madden. What happens at 99? We already know. It's been kind of confirmed by devs and stuff like that, that 99 is going to be the threshold for some glitchy animations, okay? That's what we had in 91 zone coverage last season. It's going to be 99. So if we see a cornerback that's able to hit 99 zone coverage, you can expect his price to be absolutely insane. So keep an eye out, especially for cornerbacks that can hit that 99 threshold through different chemistries and stuff like that, okay? Because again, they could go up a lot in price if somebody figures it out, posts a YouTube video a couple days later, it blows up and his price all of a sudden becomes double of that, like a Jalen Ramsey. He could definitely get really expensive really quick, okay? The other kind of big cards that we saw, Jadeveon Clowney, his specialty was power move. That could be pretty big. Joey Bosa with the finesse move. On offense, if you guys are running a lot, I think Jack Conklin had pass block. And then on the other side, I think the run block was Kevin Zeitler right there. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. If you guys understand which attributes are most important, it'll help you like pinpoint which cards are most worth it. Now, it's really difficult to understand like how many cards we're going to be getting, okay? You take a look at this list and it's quite overwhelming if you ask me. To see this many 91s enter the market would absolutely crash the market in my mind. I'm trying to play it safe because we definitely got some backlash in the last video I did, but I'm really just trying to look out for you guys. And in order for me to do that, I need to be bluntly honest about my opinion. My blunt and honest opinion, if you see, 20 plus 91 overall cards enter the market, prices inevitably need to come down, okay? And that's going to happen for a lot of different, skill position guys, a lot of guys that are maybe even above 91 overall, because let's say you've got this, 92 overall Randy Moss, and he's got 91 speed, and he's crazy, and he's great. and then we get something like a Juju Smith-Schuster MUT hero who also has 91 speed, but he's got very similar catching stats. Would you really want this, 500,000 coin card Randy Moss, or would you want a Juju Smith-Schuster with similar, if not very slightly worse stats for half the price? I think a lot of people would probably choose Juju. Okay, and does that work for everybody's team? No, a lot of people are gonna be like, I want both, which is great too. But just having the option is what's gonna cause the market to fluctuate a little bit. Does that make sense? And these cards, if I remember from last season, shouldn't be as expensive as the premium cards that we have now. Premium cards, in my mind, will go anywhere between 300,000 to 600,000 coins. That's a lot of coin, guys. Why do I think these cards will maintain a obtainable price? Well, the reason for that is last season, if you remember, I think there were solos that you were able to do, just like we saw in the Ultimate Kickoff promo, that awarded you or rewarded you a free 91 overall card. And I think a lot of them went into some sort of set and you got some sort of master with the Ultimate Kickoff. That could very well be the case again. All right, but just knowing that you could get any one of these cards for like 200-300K is inevitably going to make the market go down a little bit. But what is there to be excited about with this promo? Again, you're seeing a lot of different skill positions enter the game, and it's going to definitely dictate how you build your team. What do I think is coming to Madden Ultimate Team as far as MUT heroes? I actually have a couple of cards I put together, mock cards that I photoshopped, like we did with Most Feared in MUT Force last week, and Trumpet Monkey actually gave me some of his opinions as well. So let's go over a couple of custom cards that I feel are coming to MUT heroes, and what they could possibly bring along with them as far as stats and maybe even price point, okay? Now, let's go over to the Photoshop. Card number 1, again, these are Photoshopped. This is the first suggestion coming in from a Trumpet Monkey, Amari Cooper. One thing to keep in mind, guys, Amari Cooper's a big name. A lot of people know who he is, but he's not necessarily leading the NFL in very much, okay? It doesn't matter if it's like the best player at the position in the NFL right now. We saw a lot of different cards last season where they were like good cards. Not a lot of people knew their name by heart, but they were good players. Like Shaquille Griffin, cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks last year. He got a MUT hero card, and everyone was kind of like, who is this guy? But he was a good card. You can see a lot of those in MUT heroes this year. Amari Cooper, good guy, good player, household name. Is he the best wide receiver in the NFL right now? No, but he's the kind of player I suspect to see a MUT hero card for. Now, Amari Cooper, again, we're going to see this specific like specialty attribute attached to each player. I'm thinking Amari Cooper could see something like maybe a medium route running. Since there's multiple layers of route running, statistics now or attributes, we could see maybe 2, so maybe he's good at short and medium. He's a little lesser on the deep. Who knows? But I think if I were to choose one, medium route running for Amari Cooper, and he'd be pretty good. Decent speed, great for Raiders squads, and there's that. One in from Trumpet Monkey. The second one in from Trumpet Monkey, DeMarcus Lawrence. The guy's been crazy good in the NFL for the past couple years, and nothing has changed this year, guys. I think Cowboys fans would be super happy to see DeMarcus Lawrence make his way into the game. From watching him, he seems more like a power move guy, but it definitely could be a finesse move kind of player. I'm going to guess power move for DeMarcus Lawrence. He could definitely be one of those big like names and players on the edge of your line that makes a huge difference for your defense. I'm thinking DeMarcus Lawrence is coming. I definitely agree with Trumpet Monkey on this one, and I'm thinking power move for DeMarcus Lawrence. And that's just me, but good couple suggestions there, Trumpet Monkey. I think we got one more later on in the show. Next up's Myles Garrett. There was a typo, okay? Right now, he is Myle Garrett. He's the green Myle, the naked Myle Garrett. But it's Myles Garrett, okay? Right end for the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett, I've noticed ever since watching Hard Knocks, he's like the ultimate finesse move defensive end. Like, he is absolutely insane. And he continues to get to the quarterback, even now, an elite talent on the Browns and in the entirety of the NFL. I would love to see a Myles Garrett card. Now, personally, I like playing LT at right end, so he probably wouldn't make my team, but I would love to see more Myles Garrett in the game. He's earned the right to be one of the more feared, I guess. He might make a most feared appearance, ends in the game. So hopefully, I'm hoping Myles Garrett, comes into the game. We see more love for the Browns fans, and I'm sure people like MUT Guru would be absolutely ecstatic to see Myles Garrett enter the game. Next up, we got Jared Goff. Okay. Jared Goff. Now, this was a prediction by Trumpet Monkey for the most feared program in MUT Force this last week, okay? I think he probably fits the promo of MUT Heroes a little bit better. And it's no secret that the Los Angeles Rams have a fantastic offense, absolutely one of the most unstoppable offenses we've seen in the NFL for years. Okay, and Jared Goff is the centerpiece of that offense. I think it is about freaking time that he gets a quarterback card usable in Madden right now, because right now he's got like an 85. I think there's a lot of Rams fans that really want to sport a Jared Goff card in MUT, and I think MUT Heroes is a good opportunity to give him that card. If I were to like give him a specific attribute, I would say medium accuracy, maybe short accuracy, because he's really good at getting the throwing the wide receiver open. Okay, and deep accuracy, I haven't noticed as much because they just got Brandon Cook, so I haven't seen that deep ball as much, but I really like his medium and short accuracy. And I realized I missed Myles Garrett, finesse move. I think Myles Garrett would get finesse move for sure. Okay, so we got Myles Garrett, we got Jared Goff. Both I think are great candidates. Next up is Hitman Harrison Smith of the Minnesota Vikings. Again, he's got a base elite card that's pretty dang good, but it needs more speed. He needs more speed to make a lot of people's teams right now. Not a lot of people are going to go out and spend premium coin on Harrison Smith because he's just a little too slow at that position. When you've got guys like Randy Moss and Tyreek Hill running around, you want more speed and free safety. We might see it in a MUT Heroes for Harrison Smith. If I were to give him a specific attribute, they call him Hitman Harry for a reason. It would have to be hit power. But he's got great zone coverage and stuff like that too, guys. So I think Harrison Smith might be getting a MUT Hero this weekend. He needs the upgrade, and he's the kind of name I think you can carry into a promo like MUT Heroes. Next up, we got DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, guys, I gotta be completely blunt about this. I think DeAndre Hopkins is probably my favorite pick for my predictions in MUT Heroes. Number one, that card art is absolutely sick. But number two, I think out of all of the players I've listed so far, I don't think there's any more reliable than DeAndre Hopkins. Just think about the history of quarterbacks that he's played with the last 3 or 4 years, guys. He's been handed absolute garbage and has made the most spectacular catches, touchdowns, run after the catch. Like, he is one of the glitchiest real-life NFL players. And he really needs an upgrade. I think he needs to see more love in MUT too, guys. We see a lot of glitchy cards that get most of the love, be it a Randy Moss, Tyreek Hill right now. But I think a player like DeAndre Hopkins needs to have something about him to make him dominant and make him, desirable in everybody's squads, because he's absolutely insane. If I were to give him one attribute, I think it would have to be catching traffic. He's got to have the glitchiest catching traffic in the game, in my opinion, because I've seen him come down, the quarterback, it's a last-ditch effort throw, and he comes down with the most ridiculous in-traffic catches I've ever seen. DeAndre Hopkins of the Houston Texans, I think, is very well deserving of a MUT Heroes card. All right? Next up, we've got Melvin Gordon. Now, Melvin Gordon, he does have a Team Diamonds card, and everyone's been so distracted about, Todd Gurley all season. Todd Gurley this, Todd Gurley that, and he's been absolutely amazing. He would probably get this position if he didn't already have a Gatorade card. But silently, Melvin Gordon has been putting up some absolutely incredible numbers, and even more silently, he's been probably one of the league leaders in pass catching backs as far as receptions and yards. I really think the coach of the LA Chargers really wanted to utilize him like a third down back all season. They've really been successful at that. If I were to give Melvin Gordon, after going off on his catches and racks and stuff like that, if I were to give him one attribute, I honestly think it would probably be juke move, maybe ball carrier vision. His catch rating is still kind of low as far as MUT's concerned. In real life, he's absolutely fantastic, but I think catch rating is still kind of low in MUT. So I would have to give him either juke or ball carrier vision. But very good card. There's so many running backs to pick from right now, though. I don't know if I would end up picking up Melvin Gordon, but he's definitely deserving of an upgrade. Next up, this is an exciting one, guys. Patrick Peterson. Now, we did get a MUT Heroes card last season, and it was for man coverage, which is exactly what I would peg him for this season as well. Man coverage is huge in Madden 19, and if, let's say, he gets 95 man coverage, which is definitely within the reach for this card, okay, let's say he gets 95 man, because these cards, remember, it's dramatically increased, that specialty attribute. Let's say he gets 95 man, And then with tier 6 lockdown and tier 1 of lockdown for Coach Madden, you can get him up to 99 man coverage. After like a couple days after he's released, somebody could release a video saying, guys, my Patrick Peterson's all over the map. He's absolutely locked down. There's nobody that can beat him. It'll probably be because of that 99 man coverage. So I'm thinking if we do get a Patrick Peterson card and he just so happens to be upgradable and chemmed-uptable, whatever you want to call it, to 99 man, he could be one of the glitchiest cards in the game. If you guys have his base card, his core elite, hold on to that card. If you have a Nat especially, don't quick sell him. Hold on to him. I personally have him Nat. I'm holding on to him. I think there's something coming, and he might end up being a game-breaking card. Man coverage, so I'm hoping for with Patrick Peterson. Next one is another suggestion coming in from Trumpet Monkey, Shaquem Griffin. Now, Shaquem the Dream. He's been having an absolutely amazing year with the Seattle Seahawks. The Legion of Boom almost entirely decimated, especially with the exit of Earl Thomas this last Sunday. He's really been holding the fort down. Him and Bobby Wagner, linebackers of the Seattle Seahawks. We all know that Shaquem's got one of the best stories in the NFL. That might just be enough to help him get a card, but does he really need the story? I don't think so. I think his play more than gives him merit for his own card. I think he's definitely shown that he's a talent in the NFL that needs to be taken seriously, and I feel that if he were to get a card, he might be on most everybody's teams. Because his speed at his position is absolutely insane. He's got like a 72 something overall card right now with one of the best speeds in the game at that position at 84 speed. So if he gets all the way up to 91 overall, that would be absolutely insane. If I were to give him one attribute right now, which is a little bit tough, I think tackle. I think I would give him a tackle attribute because no secret, he's got a disadvantage, but really he doesn't let that disadvantage take over his play. He uses every strength he has to get the ball carrier down. All right, and he's got some of the best tackling I've seen in the NFL. So I'm thinking if I were to peg him with one, it would be tackle, and I would be super happy to see a Shaquem Griffin, such as Shaquille Griffin last year. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Okay, next card we have is Trey Burton. All right, so tight end was kind of a tough one for me to come up with because other than the elite three, be it Gronk, Kelsey, and Ertz, it's really kind of difficult to peg down who's really up there too. Jordan Reed's pretty good, but he's already got a flashback. Trey Burton's really been impressing me the last couple of weeks, especially this last week when they absolutely decimated the Bucs. Trey Burton's been a huge part of their offensive scheme, and he's been very well utilized. He reminds me kind of like an Evan Ingram, a wide receiver / tight end. Very fast, good hands. He's got good route running. I think he'd be absolutely great for MUT Heroes. What would I give him as far as an attribute? Probably route running medium, route running short. Like he's just really crisp on his routes. So I would love to see a Trey Burton. His catching could use a little bit of work. I noticed he had so many targets, week 1 and 2 and not so many catches, but he's really good at making his routes. He just got to get, he's got to get that stick him on the gloves. So Trey Burton of the Bears, I actually would be tempted to rock him on my team. He's quickly becoming one of my favorite underdog tight ends in the NFL. And then I think this is the last one, Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner's got an 88 overall core elite card right now. He's absolutely insanely good. He needs a bit of a speed bump to make a lot of people's teams, and I think he's going to be one of those cards a lot of people are going to be targeting. Not everybody's going to have Shaz, guys. So the people that don't have Shaz might look to someone like a Bobby Wagner, and Bobby Wagner is one of the best middle linebackers in the game. And even better so, if you run 3-4 and you need a second middle linebacker, someone that's good that the CPU can handle, I think Bobby Wagner might be your guy if he gets MUT Heroes. If I were to give him one attribute, and I am completely already decided and settled on it, it would have to be a high play recognition. Because when you watch Bobby Wagner play, he does something not a lot of players do. He dissects, analyzes, and executes on a play all within a fraction of a second, and that is why he's always in the face of the ball carriers, always in the face of the receiver, and he makes huge plays. That is why Bobby Wagner is respected in the NFL, and that's why he should be respected in Madden Ultimate Team. So I love Bobby Wagner, would love to see him get an upgrade, and there's my case for him. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. What I want you to walk away from this video with are a few things, okay? For one, MUT Heroes coming this weekend, like 99% sure. Be prepared, have a plan, even if the plan is just kind of knowing what to expect. Just know that it exists and to be prepared for it. 2, we could see a huge market crash. Does that mean sell the team? I don't know, but just be prepared for a lot of different cards and skill positions to lose value, because all of a sudden a very good card with very good attributes is easily accessible for a couple 100,000 coins. All right, 3, keep an eye out for specific attributes. If you see a guy that you can tier up to 99 zone with tier 4 lockdown and maybe a coach Madden, get him. Because if somebody figures it out and posts it on YouTube, within a day or two, he could be 1 million coins. We could see the same thing we saw with Chris Harris Jr. last year in Madden 17 or Madden 18, but with that new player, because we haven't seen a card meet that glitchy threshold yet, and it's already really been pretty much confirmed that 99 zone is going to play like 91 zone last year, which was very, very difficult to overcome. Okay, guys? So that's what I kind of want you guys to remember. Please, if you guys have any doubt in your mind that MUT Heroes or a similar program is coming up this Friday, wipe it away. I'm almost positive we're getting something this weekend, and I'm almost positive it's going to be MUT Heroes. So just be prepared for that. If you guys enjoyed what you saw today, please hit us up with a like and sub. Continue to help this channel grow, because we're really good at what we do, damn it, and we want people to see more of what we got to say. As always, bros, this is the Director. MUT Heroes is coming, and as always, stay frosty.
Last chance, 4th and long, finding the will to bolt up. Bundle up, cause you know we stay frosty. I take my frosty chocolate, vanilla, or swirl. MUT Master YouTuber, come on, let's give it a whirl. MUT Madden Twitch streamer, put the snowman to shame. Staying frosty's the only way we stay alive in this game. They're reffing the match, directors directing the game. Scared of my underdog team, you know them gods will be slain.